a major moment in Israeli politics from the 90s and onward was the murder of Prime Minister Rabin, which I think has changed a lot in terms of the 90s optimism. Because when I was growing up, it wasn't like there was no occupation. It wasn't like there was no racism. Obviously, there was a lot, but also there was a lot of optimism. A lot of people believed that peace was actually possible. And of course, peace is a problematic concept in and of itself, because what we need is decolonization, not normalization. But the murder of Rabin was successful in that it did manage to create the change it was intended to bring an end to peace talk, to bring an end to basically to a left-wing government in Israel. And so, and I say all these things carefully because, I can't say that Israel was ever not fascist, not a colonizing, occupying force. It's just that the discourse around it was different. And the discourse around it has increasingly changed since then to this day to justifying the actual situation. And the actual situation has stayed the same from then until now, of occupation, military aggression, genocide, and all the rest. From, considering a possible and partial relief of all this Israeli politics since then and ever increasingly until now has moved towards justifying it vehemently. I think it's been more difficult in the past few years to create that sort of activism around queer resistance to the occupation because of the rise in fascism and racism. It's so much harder to speak about those things and to deal with all the backlash. The backlash is ever so greater. It's scary living here. It's really scary and it's really depressing, just having to deal with this climate every day. And we can't escape it. The current public consensus is that it's okay to execute people on the streets, to shoot them where they stand. And if you oppose that, then then you should be sent to Gaza and raped by refugees, or all sorts of lovely threats.